episode's brought to you by Aura Frames and Sundays for Dogs, but we'll tell you about that later.
Today, in the nerdy news you need to know about, Netflix buys Warner Brothers. Fallout's creator has rejoined Obsidian, and some new release dates and game announcements. We'll have all this and more because this is Kinda Funny Games Daily. Before we were live in the YouTube chat, it's Showtime 6988. Bet it, he misspelled it. Bet it be a topic in there where Netflix is planning on buying Warner Brothers. Like what are we think we're who are we in the tank for on this? Netflix, Warner Bros. Why wouldn't we report on the biggest story in fucking entertainment today?
They're clearly conflicted.
They better. They like to dodge the tough stories. They like to dodge. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kinda Funny Games Daily for Friday, December 5th, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the Hispanic heartthrob Texas treat Latino heat, clicking heads and ripping them to shreds, the globe trotting, headshot and three-point shooting, rootin' tootin' nitro rifle from twitch.tv, Andy Cortez, the man who rolled credits in Hades 2 last night.
I did, yeah. I mean, it was a night of a lot of achievements. Started Metroid, also another achievement of just a nice little way to cap off a disappointing Cowboys season. Likely knocked out of the playoffs. We're not them boys, but we're still them boys.
You're still them boys. Yeah,
we're still them boys, but very, very sad. Yeah, got their asses whooped in Detroit against the Lions.
You hate to see it.
Did you see that halftime show last week?
I did not.
Jack White and then Eminem came out.
Oh,
they love Detroit.
Yeah, of course. I didn't know Jack White loves Detroit.
Oh, he's from Detroit.
Jack White, look, and if I'm thinking of the right guy, which I think I am, he looks like the Crypt Keeper, man. This guy gets reanimated every so often, wheeled out to play and talk.
Very, very. I don't know if he's ever seen the sun.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I remember when that was Billy Corgan's bit. You know what I mean?
Right
there. Look at that. That's a fucking night terror demon.
I mean, I would say he's America's last rock star.
Why?
Because we're not making them anymore. You know what I mean? Think of like a rock star.
I think of like what, Anthony Kiedis and like the Coheed and Cambria guy.
But I'm saying like
Claudio
the last
Stan.
one, you know?
Is he really the last out the gate? Like when did how old's Claudio?
Well, but like I don't know. But America doesn't know Claudio Sanchez the way I know Coheed. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but okay.
He's like in terms of like we're talking household name. He's not even a household name, but you know what I mean.
Okay. I listen to a lot of country music, so I really can't help you. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Dying breed, Greg.
Maybe for the best, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rock stars never seem like it goes well for them. I'm watching this P. Diddy documentary. Oof.
Oh, really?
Oof. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know? He's a bad guy.
Is that the 50 Cent footage?
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
I gotta watch
every episode. Jen's like, "Can you believe 50 Cent made this?" And then she showed me a TikTok of him being interviewed. And he's got the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. They're like, "How did you get this footage?" He's like, "I can't reveal my sources." He looks great. He's doing great.
Good for him.
Good for him indeed. I do want to address a lot of the rumors and speculations I've already been seeing on the chats, on the subreddit, probably on the comments of the YouTube video. I am, in fact, using not the Animal Crossing cup. And this is the first time since buying the Animal Crossing cup that I have used a coffee cup for hot coffee on this that isn't the Animal Crossing. But I just needed more coffee than the Animal Crossing cup can hold. It holds such a little amount. Nick was giving me shit 2 days ago that it was all stained on the side. It's because the lowest setting on the Keurig still brings it to the brim. It brings it to the brim. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's unfortunate.
Today I needed this. I had to go do this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but aside from that, also prepping for the new King is Watching DLC. Ever heard of the King is Watching? Pretty good game.
Yeah, you talk about it quite a bit, yeah.
Really good game. They got a DLC coming out. Very, very excited for it. Man, what else did I do last night? Dude?
I was prepping. I was playing Metroid. I kept playing Metroid.
Yeah, I saw you post it.
Today's Gregway will be all about it.
Yeah.
But I'm working on my Pokemon save. I want to make sure I'm in a good spot for that. So when we were watching the 50 Cent documentary about P. Diddy, I was doing my side missions, grinding those out because Pokemon DLC's next week, and I'm very excited about that. Yeah.
I also. Last night I thought it was going to be a night rain night. I was just a little bit sleepy, and I was working on stuff like I got into a groove. Goaty graphics. Yeah. Things are shaping up. The smileys are really kind of kicking into high gear. Super stoked about that.
Yeah.
I also did my employee review form. Filled that out.
Good. Did you give me 5 stars?
In the what can things do? What things can Greg do better section? I put play Remnant from the Ashes 2 with me.
Oh, I gotta do that.
And somebody else. Maybe Mike. I don't know.
Would I like Remnants from the Ashes too?
Dude, you would like it. I think you would like it.
What makes it a Greg game?
It's a third-person shooter with a dodge roll. Very kind of like, but it's a Souls-like shooter.
Okay.
But it's got some of the most like genius boss fight designs. It's hard. But good weapon, like cool weapons, cool loot.
You could always carry me. It came out in 2023.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a good one.
You've been sitting on this one for a while. What you want me to do?
Well, I mean, yeah, just, you're so hard to get a hold of. That's not true. Remnant 2 is good. Yes, Chad agrees.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. No, knock on the
Remnant 2 is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you say I like it, tell Mike. Mike, according to Blessing, Michael watches all this, and I know he doesn't. So Mike put it on the stream calendar. You know what I mean?
We did, when the last time we streamed it with Nick, difficulty scales. It's already a hard game.
Yeah.
And we died many times to a boss because we were constantly going to res Nick. And on one of the times, we decided not to res him. And 2 players beat a 3-person boss.
You cut the dead weight?
Yeah, I'm not saying that's where you're going to be, but...
Oh, no. I'm definitely better than Nick.
Giving you some, reference.
I thought you were making references to what we're doing to Nick on the anniversary this year.
What are we doing? We're firing
2 co-founders.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Turning the page on a new decade. And
nice.
Kind of funny, all right? Don't tell them, though. Chat be cool. If you didn't know, everybody, this is Kind of Funny Games Daily. Each and every weekday, we run you through the nerdy video game news you need to know about live on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, podcast services around the globe. If you like that, pick up a Kind of Funny membership, patreon.com/kindoffunny, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, Apple, Spotify. Of course, keep the lights and mics on. Get all of our shows ad-free. That's more than $80 a month. Get your daily dose of me, Greg Miller, and a podcast series we call Gregway. And of course, get good karma for supporting an 11-person small business. If you want to support us while we're live, YouTube Super Chat, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. You can Super Chat live to be part of the show with your birthday tax, because so many people are birthday taxing, but of course then your questions, comments, and so forth on all of the news today. Clearly, I need your opinions and hot takes on Netflix buying Warner Brothers. No bucks tossed away, no big deal. Like, subscribe, share, ring the bell if you have Amazon Prime. You have Twitch Prime. Give us your free 30-day subscription that they don't remind you about each and every month. Housekeeping for you, announcing the inaugural Kind of Funny Games Daily Awards. Kind of Funny Games Daily is literally nothing without the hard work of an entire industry, so we're going to celebrate the people that make the news each and every day. Nominate your favorite sites, authors, and stories at kindoffunny.com/awards so we can show some love before the end of the year. That's kindoffunny.com/awards. These are your final days to get your nominations in. I will then go through, or force Blessing to go through and sort them, and then we will come to you next week with where you're voting on. And then the week after that, on that final Friday, so 2 weeks from today, we'll give out our awards. We're an 11-person business, all about live talk shows. Today, after Kind of Funny Games Daily, you're going to get the Gamescast that is the Nintendo Switch 2 review 6 months later. 6 months to the day since the Nintendo Switch 2 came out, Andy.
Damn, I've maybe played it 6 times.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's not true. I played a decent amount of Pokemon.
Yeah, you love it.
But man, Mario Kart World. Could have bought just the console itself.
Bonanza didn't do it for you?
No.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it was just a wrong place, wrong time, and now
Sure, fair.
I just feel like it's too late.
No, it's never too late to go home. Banana. Come
on.
Banana. After Gamescast is Game Showdown, then the stream is, can Blessing and Tim take out the real Slim Shady in Hitman? They are going to try to do the high-value target M&M in the Hitman DLC that dropped. I'm very excited to watch that. If you're a Kind of Funny member, today's Gregway is 20 minutes on my first night with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, ... until Roger honks at me and ruins it.
He ruined your Gregway?
I was coming in for a nice landing and I get a honk behind me.
That's sacred
There
ground.
have been crazy drivers all day long. I was calling them out. You know what I mean? And I got the craziest.
It's like when you're not supposed to play a radio during a funeral.
Or after 9/11 when you couldn't play Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. Remember that?
Oh shit!
That was one of that. I remember that. That was our biggest concern. We put out a list of songs not to play on the radio.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Delaney the Psalm Twining. For now, let's begin the show with what is and forever will be the Roper Report.
I think the biggest concern was Islamophobia. I think that was like
no, we weren't concerned about that. We were concerned about the music, which is what's crazy about it.
Wow.
7 items on the Roper Report.
Oh, Baker's dozen!
Number 1, Netflix has agreed to buy Warner Brothers, including game developers behind Mortal Kombat, Hogwarts Legacy, and more. This is Andy Robinson at VGC.news. Netflix has agreed to a deal to acquire the film and streaming business of Warner Brothers Discovery, which also includes its video game arm. After weeks of bidding from companies including Comcast and Paramount Skydance, the pair announced a deal worth $82.7 billion in enterprise value on Friday. Warner Brothers owns IPs such as Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and DC Universe. It also owns video game developers like Mortal Kombat's NetherRealm Studios, Batman Arkham creator Rocksteady, Hogwarts Legacy's Avalanche, and Lego game studio TT Games. According to Netflix, the deal, quote, brings together two pioneering entertainment businesses, combining Netflix innovation, global reach, and best-in-class streaming service with Warner Brothers' century-long legacy of world-class storytelling, end quote. The U.S. competition regulator is likely to get involved before the deal closes, and Netflix is offering a $5 billion breakup fee if regulators don't approve the deal, according to Bloomberg. Greg Peters, co-CEO of Netflix, said, quote, this acquisition will improve our offering and accelerate our business for decades to come. Warner Brothers has helped define entertainment for more than a century and continues to do so with phenomenal creative executives and production capabilities, end quote. It's not clear what the deal could mean for Warner Brothers Games business, and Friday's announcement makes no mention of it. Netflix has made a muted push into the video game space for some years, hiring experienced talent and pushing video games playable in Netflix. Let me try this again. Hiring experienced talent and pushing video games playable in the Netflix app to its millions of users. So far, Netflix's game experiences have been mostly smaller, mobile-style titles rather than console-style blockbusters. Andres Cortez.
This is great.
You're stoked about this. You're happy about this.
This is great news. Yeah. I mean, we're, two massive companies just joining forces. I think this will be there. This will probably culminate in decades and decades of just wealth for everybody.
Sure.
Everybody will reap the benefits.
It's going to trickle. It's a trickle down economy.
It is. Yeah.
All the people in both these companies, as they combine, will just get more and more.
I agree. Yeah. I think when we talk about what's going to happen on the game, well, first off, thank God Denis Villeneuve is ending he's going to do his final Dune movie and then probably be like, I'm out because I want these movies still to, be taken seriously in theaters.
Yeah.
But then on the game side of things, so far, so great, with Netflix. It's been smooth sailing so far with their studios.
Now, of course, you lie through your teeth when you're trying to get a deal done. But I had seen the headline earlier this week, right, that Netflix has said Warner Brothers films will still debut in cinemas. The length of the run before streaming on it is likely to evolve. Obviously, everything's going to evolve and change. Really
and Lane Kiffin didn't want to leave Ole Miss,
Tell him, you're mouth to God's ears. You know what I mean? Yeah.
These slimy snakes. That's all they do,
These
Greg.
sons of fucking
bitches.
Bitches,
I mean, this is just another kind of sad thing going on. It's not like Warner Brothers was doing a whole lot to make us feel good about the IP, and now it's getting worse.
It's that idea of hey, here are two brands floundering in video games. Let's bring them together and see what happens. There's lots of great reporting going on about this, and I apologize that I saw this on Blue Sky. It was one of those where somebody in the slides, there was just one mention of games. And it was interactive experiences of WB and the Mortal Kombat logo. And somebody had to it's almost as if Netflix does not know they've bought video games as well. And so that doesn't speak, the fact that you're not making a bigger deal about that and having more stuff front and center about that makes me wonder if you are strictly there for the film and television. So, hey, you know what we're going to do is buy these things and then offload these guys.
Cut.
Hopefully sell. I mean, we never know what the fuck's going on at any corporation, and the developers were talking about NetherRealm, Rocksteady. These are big ones. But just yesterday, we talked on this show about Spry Fox. It was a company that Netflix bought to make games, and they sold the company back to the actual owners, where they're who knows on the inside what was happening there and why that's happening. But maybe, I bet Ed Boon could get the capital together to buy NetherRealm if they were saying, hey, let's get rid of this.
The Spry Fox deal is one of those weird ones because it just doesn't seem like something like a deal that's possible with a name that large like Netflix. When I think of how something recently that happened with, oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name of it, but it's that one Minecraft game that Riot
Terraria.
bought. No, but it was like a Minecraft style game that Riot bought, and then 7 years after this game being like in development hell, Riot sold it back to the owners.
Okay.
And like I always assumed a company as big as Riot would be as large as a company could be for this type of deal to go down.
Yeah.
But also I'm just kind of used to the kind of current media landscape where David Zaslav of WB just says fuck everything and I don't care. And so the Spry Fox deal is a really cool and interesting one. And hopefully there's a bit more, you know, I mean, I want to say like maybe hopefully they play nice with some of these whoever, but we're also assuming that they're going to cut stuff.
Yeah, of course.
And maybe that doesn't happen.
Redundancies.
Maybe that doesn't happen though.
I mean, like there's just so much. Corporate consolidation has rarely been good in recent years, and I only say recent years
solid
because you look back at I'm a child as we go further and further back, right? AOL, Time Warner, and whatnot. I have no idea how good or bad any of these things were, right? But it is
a big deal. I remember that.
It is the big idea now of like, all right, cool. Netflix eats this up, and then what does it do for a million different things? Again. News hot and heavy this morning. Comments everywhere. I saw one saying they are going to keep HBO Max around, which then is just mind-boggling to have a Netflix app and an HBO app, and it's just the Duff Light, Duff whatever, all of it coming out of the same place. Like, what are we talking about there?
Does the word Max get thrown on elsewhere? Do we throw Max on Netflix?
No,
no,
I don't.
You don't think there's going to be any more brand changing?
Yeah, I think there will be a lot of brand changing. I don't think you toss it on Netflix. Again, Netflix is the one coming in that's the big swinging dick here. We won. We bought this thing. You don't want to get rid of WB because everybody knows that and the Water Tower and whatnot. But then you merge that into Netflix, Warner Brothers, or whatever. You still keep that around.
What? I mean, now we're kind of on the entertainment side of things. But I mean, already my mind is at the place where I go, okay, what WB properties get a Netflix show and get canceled after a season? Like it just feels like we've been down this road plenty of times, and we're going to continue to do this and bash our heads against the wall, and then they'll come out with Squid Game season 17 or whatever. And
I mean, it could be good, it could be bad, it could be a million. You take the good, you take the bad, take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
Yeah,
and that's what we're into here right now. And people are flipping out in the chat about a million different. I did see you call out of Disney, Hulu, and ESPN are already doing that. That's true. As somebody who just doesn't use Hulu, I don't think about it. You know what I mean? Now,
okay.
Of course, from Deadline's article where I pulled that they are going to still do their releases, Expedition's biggest trade group, Cinema United, came out with a blunt statement this morning opposing the merger, saying, quote, "The proposed acquisition of Warner Brothers by Netflix poses an unprecedented threat to the global exhibition business." Of course, talking about putting out movies. Over in the super chats, which are coming in hot and heavy as well. Thank you very much. Not Calvin Perez says, Netflix also only releases films in specific theaters. Example, Frankenstein wasn't in AMC, thus barring A-list pass users.
Damn. Now, let's jump to the plus side.
Finally.
Netflix, they've got some... They that big swinging dick telling people to do what to do now,
Sure.
Hey, Rocksteady.
Make a Batman game.
Well, no, because I've never played one, so I don't really care.
Fucking shit. Really? Never played one?
No, never.
What's that all about?
Never played the Arkham games.
What's that all about?
I don't know.
You like superheroes?
It was in the era where I wasn't gaming a whole lot. And then...
Sure, but then you go home and you just stream all the time. There must be some Twitch initiative on your channel that people are trying to push you to play that. You fucking bought a unmodded PlayStation so you get to do Bloodborne or whatever in 60. Like, you're a
big deal.
You're a psycho.
That's a big deal. As far as the people's cries for Arkham, it's just not there, right? And people don't know me for that. Maybe if I was like the Batman guy and people were like, you got to play the fucking Arkham
You
games.
live with the Batman guy. I'm surprised Barrett isn't screaming through the wall every night.
Gosh,
Batman.
one of my favorite memories is just like being at the old studio when everybody thought that Arkham or Rocksteady was going to announce their new game, and Barrett had like a Batman mask. And the showcase ended, and like if I could just, it's screen capped in my mind. I wish I could just screen cap the memory of just like sitting at the control desk with the Batman mask, just like the most like fucking depressed person. It's so funny. Now on the flip side of things, they go, "Hey, Rocksteady, enough with the first off, give me one update for Suicide Squad. Give me one DLC patch, right? But I want to see the K-pop Demon Hunters be a roguelite.
Here's where it gets interesting and fun.
I want every Saya boy, Saja boys.
Yeah, Saja boys.
Okay, I want every one of them be their own boss. Abilities, like you're watching that movie and you're like, oh my gosh, all these weapons, all like it's kind of primed for this sort of experience.
Well, when we were out there and we were all belly aching about this, bless you, I shouted out K-pop Demon Hunters game with the Nemesis system. You're like, fuck.
Shit. Damn. So at least we could be a little bit positive about this.
I mean, it's the normal thing. Again, like I think this is a weird one. Because again, Netflix has shown time and time again, they don't know how to do video games. So nothing has come from them having this huge reach and this way to get games to you, right? Meanwhile, WB has continued to make horrible moves. And I would even take it beyond video games, with the exception right now. I know there's more exceptions to this, but like in general, how they've treated DC movies. Right now, James Gunn on an upswing. That's great. Will this fuck all of that up? Who knows? Doesn't matter for right now. But like, you have two things that really aren't like, you're not firing on all cylinders. So it is like, were we confident that whatever the next Rocksteady game was ever actually going to come out, or was that going to get canceled? And then that was like, the major concern I have on the negative side, before you go, hey, it could be great, is also just Netflix. I just don't feel like cares about video games. I just don't feel like, and the way they are talking about this buyout and this merger and what they're doing here, buyout, not merger, I guess technically, is not giving me hope that they're stoked that they have Mortal Kombat and they're stoked that they have the Arkham devs. You know what I mean? I'm not getting that vibe from this. Yeah,
thing. Cut to the meeting and then going, oh, you're throwing that in there?
Yeah,
nice. Oh,
which to me just makes it sound like, yeah, we're going to sell these. I don't think you close them. You want to make money off of them, but I think you sell them off and get them. There's part of the deal you took but don't want, and you break it up and get it out of there. But I don't know, and I don't.
It still at this point has seemed like a swinging attempt. Netflix is still trying to do stuff. They still want to be a player in that space, but I just don't know if it's panning out now
because they're not really trying.
But like
they buy and put on the thing and occasionally advertise on your TV app. I don't see it all the time. Just occasionally I see it pop up. And then they usually are either really small games or old games for the most part. And I know there are new games recently that I forget what they are. But
they did shut down that one studio like 2 years ago. The one that was a Netflix specific studio.
Yeah, I think they shut down a couple.
Blue
Moon.
I forget what it's called.
It's me, Greg. How you doing?
What you doing on your phone?
There it is. Red Dead Redemption 1 just came out on mobile games that you could go play there, right? But even you open it up and what do you serve? Red Dead 1, okay, an old game and a humongous game, great, cool. And then Under Watermelon, fruit puzzle game, The World of Peppa Pig, Netflix puzzled, SpongeBob, Get Cooking, Lego Duplo World. Fuck, I think I might be buying that on my phone. I gotta get that. Cozy Grove, that was cool. Sonic Prime Dash.
From jobs.netflix.com/career/games. At Netflix, we create stories for every kind of viewer, and we believe every viewer is also a gamer, even if they just don't know it yet. They have, like, our internal studios, Night School Studio, Netflix Game Studio, Next Games, Moonloot Games, and Spry Fox, which you gotta update the website there,
I'm
Netflix.
Not worried about that right now.
But, I don't know how Night School is doing, but the fact that they have job listings still up has got to mean something.
I mean, it means that someone at Netflix is letting them continue on, right? Like,
they're currently looking for a producer.
Yeah, but you know how this goes. You just get closed up one day. And again, Netflix... and I'd love to see Night School sold back to the folks. Night School, of course, the Oxenfree devs, right?
Right.
If you were to look at this, Oxenfree After Party, Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals, Thronglets apparently is from Wikipedia an Android iOS game they're working on, Life Simulation. I imagine that's a Netflix one, but I haven't seen. Oh, Black Mirror Thronglets.
You're just throwing a lot of stuff at me.
There you go.
Black Mirror Thronglets.
Apparently, it's out.
Scrobbling.
Let me read it for you, okay? Cross over into the world of Black Mirror and experience Thronglets, the retro virtual pet simulator at the center of Season 7 episode Plaything.
Oh,
These pixel art critters won't just take over your phone. They could take over your life. Okay.
Is this like a Bandersnatch?
Yeah, well, I think it's a game from the episode that then is happening here. But I guess I haven't watched the latest season of Black Mirror, which is crazy because I like Black Mirror a lot. I digress. Let's get into some super chats because we're just spinning our wheels. Again, could it be good? Of course, anything could be good. Maybe Netflix buys this and like, great, we didn't know what we were doing in games because we were trying to get everything onto this mobile platform and then not really advertising and not making it a giant. It's, you know what Netflix gaming reminds me of so much, Andy? It reminds me of, and this is not, it is, but it isn't, a sales pitch. Amazon Prime and Twitch Prime. Yeah, fucking toss it in there. We won't make a big deal about it. We're not gonna celebrate that this is something you could be doing to our millions of subscribers on Netflix. Actually telling them, you turn on Netflix and there's a big banner of fucking Red Dead is here. Hey, and not even old ass games, right? There's a new game from the people who brought you Oxenfree 2. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Here's what it could do, and what I hope it does. And we already got some glimpses into WB Games talking about. What I think could be a situation saver in the video game that is fucking Hogwarts Legacy, of these big studio heads going, make the Lord of the Rings version of that, which we know is kind of already been thrown around a lot. Make the big IP, like people want that big single player. What is that game? It's a single player like RPG. What is an RPG?
Yeah.
It's not a multiplayer, it. Hopefully, this is a cool opportunity that they could see that there's money to be made here with the IP.
My concern with it, and I think this is also then the reverberations of what we've seen with the Microsoft, Xbox, Activision deal, is that you have that idea, but then you get down and you have them start working and you really realize the investment to make a fucking video game and make a great video game and how much money you need to put into it and then how unguaranteed the return on investment is. And I think Netflix does almost, even if they have that kind of capital, which I don't think, an Amazon move of take a couple on the chin and be like, you know what, fuck this, we're done. Yeah. But I just don't think
you saying worth a squeeze.
Yeah. I do not think Netflix, but again, it's like you buy this and I still just don't even think they're going to keep them. But if you bought it and you were like, all right, cool, Netflix games person, we're going to take games seriously, or you hire a Netflix games CEO or whatever, and it's like, you have these studios and you can go make stuff, go figure it out. But I have no faith that's what's actually going to happen. I think you're going to see these studios off on their own or sold off to someone else. And I put one in here. Not Calvin Perez says, this is from way earlier, before we even live, I think, out of every deal on the table, this was undoubtedly the worst. I was more afraid of this all WB going to fucking Saudi Arabia, and I'm still afraid now of the studios ending up with Saudi Arabia. So we'll see what happens in the long run, but let's get in here, okay? Ty Wilkins VO says, doom and gloom I know, but I give NetherRealm 5 to 6 months before sell or closure, and I give Rocksteady 8 to 9 months before sell or closure. We'll see. This could be a chance to sell off WB Games, says M. Lewis in a super chat. Yes. Yeah, Shay Slay pops in with some sound financial advice from the past. If you bought Warner Brothers Discovery in August, you would have doubled your money.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It always seems so easy. And then I put money into Portillo's and I just lose so much money. I lost so much money. I'm never doing that again. It was awful. Why don't people want to eat hot dogs?
What's wrong with hot dogs?
Come on, fuck. What's wrong with you people? Oh my goodness. Motor World Hype says, I don't think the deal will go through. Paramount's new owner has many ties to the current administration and is already lobbying them to block the deal. Hollywood producers are against it too. We'll see. That does make sense that the bad deal will be blocked by bad people, and I don't know. Who knows anymore? We're all just pawns in a game, Andy.
I know, man.
What's going to happen to Jim Lee? That's what I need to know. What is going to happen to DC Comics? Does Netflix give a shit about that? Or are they going to add him to the app? Because that'd be fucking cool. Hey, DC Universe Infinite is included now. Or I think it's just DC Universe now. Right? Is included in your Netflix app? Hold up a second.
You'll get a fucking bundle.
Hold up a second.
You'll get a bundle. There'll be some bullshit bundle.
Okay. Rabbit of Catterbognog.
They don't even know the DC app exists.
Probably. Yeah, they're trying to get that Superman fucking movie. It was reported that the Directors Guild, led by Christopher Nolan now, is going to meet with Netflix with their own concerns. We'll be curious how it goes. I'm sure they got a lot of lip service, and then whatever the fuck they want happens, right? That seems how it always goes around these things. Nightlife says Netflix is better than the Trump-loving Paramount owners. Here's another one. Dose of Nostalgia says, I hate to be doom and gloom, but the negative outweighs the positive in my opinion. Layoffs, price increase, less movies in theaters, game studio closures, and less creativity in general sucks for art. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I think that's a great way to stop. Right, Andy?
Yeah, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all this news.
No, we're not there yet.
Oh, damn.
We're not
okay.
What, are you going to Wii News?
I thought we were at the end, yeah.
No, that was story number 1. Kevin, I think I had 7, right? Jesus, we
got lost in the show, sorry.
Let's give you a good one and then go to an ad break, okay? Number 2 on the Roper Report, Fallout's creator has rejoined Xbox's Obsidian. This, again, is Andy Robinson over at VGC.news. The lead behind the original 1997 Fallout game, Tim Kaine, has rejoined Xbox's Obsidian Entertainment as a full-time employee, he announced on Friday. Tim Kaine, who was producer and programming lead on Fallout and a designer for its sequel, previously joined Obsidian in 2011 as a programmer working on South Park and Pillars of Eternity. He also co-directed The Outer Worlds and consulted on its recent sequel. In 2020, he left his position and worked on a remote contract basis. In a new video published to his YouTube channel on Friday, Kaine revealed that he's rejoined the company, quote, as a full-time employee and in person, end quote, and that he's currently working on an unannounced project which he doesn't think fans will guess. Quote, I'm back at Obsidian. I'm there as a full-time employee and in person, so not remote, and I'm not a contractor anymore. This means that I'm not working at other places, although there's at least one game that I worked on elsewhere that is going to ship, end quote. He added, I can't talk about the project that I'm working on at Obsidian, just because that's covered by NDA. Don't bother guessing. You're not going to guess right. I would probably say that I'm a lot less retired now, end quote.
When I first saw the quote of don't bother guessing, I thought it was like a kind of like a red herring, like, you know what I'm doing. But now that I read this, I'm like, oh shit, maybe it is something completely different. Maybe it is
it's not New Vegas 2.
Yeah, or just some RPG that is totally with some completely random IP we would have never guessed.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I can't guess, apparently.
Yeah.
Impossible to guess.
It's illegal.
I wonder, maybe they're doing something from the ground up brand new. That'd be cool. Maybe something in a Pentiment, not Pentiment, but I mean like a smaller RPG where we're all going to jump to a big thing. And maybe it's even a callback to what the original Fallout was, right? I remember Fallout 3 was a dramatic shift in what a Fallout game was. That was, Bethesda.
Like top down or whatever,
Bethesda taking it on. Maybe they're going back and doing something that way. That could be cool. Herbie in the chat says probably a top-down Fallout. I don't understand what you guys didn't just fucking hear. You can't guess it.
Yeah.
Don't try guessing.
You're not allowed.
But yes, I think that would make a lot of sense too, as Xbox, again, is going, how do we make money? Well, we have this fucking TV show that's taking off like a rocket. We got no new Fallout because Todd Howard had to go to space, and now he's got to go to fantasy camp. So now fucking Obsidian make a goddamn open world one, do everything. Let's get some fucking Fallout games going.
Now, if I wanted to be really kind of negative Nancy about this,
you do
this from a pessimist angle, I would go, don't bother guessing. You'll never guess what it is. And I'm reading that in like a, dude, like you're not gonna guess what I'm fucking working on. Like, well, what is it, Tim?
Yeah.
You know, what is it that you're working on? And he's like, dude, I'm working on a licensed bullshit fucking movie. You know what I mean? Like just some
Obsidian's making the Mission Impossible.
Yeah, just like something completely out of left field. But I hope that whatever it is bringing him happiness.
Yeah, me too. And also cool to see. I guess this might sound weird, but a reinvestment in Obsidian. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a weird one. Obsidian is a studio that I fucking love, but I think their games are always like 7 and 8, maybe an 8.5. You know what I mean? Like, I loved The Outer Worlds too, but didn't love the overall story. But I liked the RPG mechanics of it. Avowed, I loved the combat and I loved what I was doing, but I didn't feel a connection to like. There's always something I feel like where it's always the Joy-Con. It's always the Joy-Con, but they're solid fucking experiences that I really enjoy playing. That I wish, I'm happy those games get made, and I'm happy they get made so quickly. Grounded, we can pump our brakes on. I would have rather had another RPG in the middle of that than that, but you know how it is. You know how it is.
I'm gonna put a little poll in the Twitch chat, and maybe I'll do it in the YouTube chat as well if I have time, if I remember.
What's the poll? Because I'm gonna kick to ads.
I want to ask, what game did people enjoy more?
Oh, cool.
Avowed or The Outer Worlds 2?
I feel like for some reason The Outer Worlds 2 has been criminally underplayed. I feel like Avowed came out at that really, hey, cool, it's the beginning of the year. We wanted something, people jumped in, and I feel like I just don't hear enough about Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah.
Somebody really liked it.
It was one of those that did kind of come and go for a lot of people, and it may have just been the time that it was being released at.
We'll find out what the poll results are, of course, after I tell you, hey, why don't you pick up a Kinda Funny membership? Patreon.com/kindafunny, YouTube.com/kindafunnygames, Apple, Spotify. You pick up a membership. We give you ad-free content, your daily dose of me, and a video and podcast series called Gregway, and you get good karma for supporting a small independent business here in San Francisco. But right now, you're not using your benefits, so here's a word from our sponsors.
This episode's brought to you by Sundays for Dogs. When it comes to dog food, it seems like you have to make a choice. You can either have fresh and healthy, or you can have easy to store and serve, but never both. But you don't have to choose anymore, thanks to Sundays. Unlike other fresh dog food, Sundays does not require thawing, refrigeration, or preparation because of their air drying process. You just pour and serve, that's it. Sundays is fresh, air-dried dog food made from clean ingredients. Recipes are customized based on the needs of your dog, its size, breed, allergies, activity levels, and more. If it's not 100% all-natural meat and superfoods with 0% synthetic nutrients or artificial ingredients, then it's not Sundays. Thousands of dog parents have made the switch and reported pups with more energy, better poops, softer fur, and fresher breath. Moose and Toretto have been loving their Sundays, and I love seeing them so happy. Make the switch to Sundays. Go right now to sundaysfordogs.com/kindafunny and get 50% off your first order, or you can use code kindafunny at checkout. That's 50% off your first order at sundaysfordogs.com/kindafunny, sundaysfordogs.com/kindafunny, or use code kindafunny at checkout. This episode's brought to you by Aura Frames. If you are a last-minute shopper, don't worry at all. I have the perfect gift to solve all of your problems. No lie, Aura Frames are undeniably the best gift I've ever given, and I'm going to be sad when I run out of people to give it to, because I'll never gift a gift this great again. Families, friends, partners, everyone loves being able to have beautiful frames showing off their loved ones and cherished memories. Multiple people at Kinda Funny have Aura Frames on their desks, and it's always a treat to walk by and see what fun memory is there. Plus, you can order the frame online and preload it with photos and videos using the Aura app, so it's ready to go right out of the box. There's unlimited storage, so you can add as many photos and videos as you like. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi with no hidden fees. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver Mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code KINDAFUNNY at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code KINDAFUNNY. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and the frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
And we're back with some poll results. Andy asked, which game did you like more, The Outer Worlds 2 or Avowed? What does it look like?
The poll results were delayed a bit because I put it up in my chat, and I'm not streaming right now.
That's trouble.
So it sat there for about a minute.
Sure.
But we're catching up, and it looks like 36% of the vote says show me the results. 42% now says show me the results. 40% of the vote.
This is on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Because I see over here on YouTube a strong 65%.
65.
Outer Worlds 2.
Outer Worlds 2. Right now, the Outer Worlds 2 is beating Avowed 42-20 on Twitch chat. Now it's 44-18. 46-18%. Yeah, Outer Worlds 2 dominating.
Good. That's what I want to hear. Super chat from Trimbley Wimbley. Finally playing the Outer Worlds 2 and really loving it. Definitely a contender. Meanwhile, I bounced off of that after a few hours. Well, good. I'm glad that people got the right idea, because I think Outer Worlds 2 is a much better game. Another one of those ones that I'm so excited to eventually get back to, but I can tell you what's going to happen. Review, catch up, game of the year, catch up, and then it'll be New Year, and I'll go, and then it's going to be, hey, we're announcing the Outer Worlds 2 DLC, and I'm going to go, fuck, I got to finish that Stevie Rogers run, my second playthrough, because that's my real character.
I'll tell you where I'm at mentally with it. I'm going to compare it to...
Is it a contender for you? Is it in your top 10?
No. Dude, I've only played like an hour.
Oh, I thought you double backed for more.
No.
Oh, okay.
So right now I'm going to compare this to my another situation I had, like, I think it was in 2021, 2022, where at the beginning of the year, Scarlet Nexus came out.
Uh-huh.
And I played like fucking 40 hours of that RPG game. And then Tales of Arise came out, and I wanted to play that way more, but I just didn't have time. And it's like, man, I wish I could have swapped spots and put more time. I wish I could have put more time into Outer Worlds 2 than Avowed, because I just didn't love Avowed.
Yeah.
Like Avowed did so much about Avowed's gameplay rocked, but like nothing else really was memorable or intriguing for me. There's a couple of good story missions and things that make you go, ooh, give me more of this, and then I rarely got more of that.
Yeah. Number 3 for the Dudley Boys. Grasshopper announces Romeo is a dead man. Release date says it will be self-publishing the game. This is Chris Scullion at VGC.news. Round of applause for VGC. They're killing it today. Grasshopper manufacturer has announced a release date and publishing details for its next game, Romeo is a Dead Man. The game, which was previously given a vague 2026 release window, will now release earlier than expected, end quote, on February 11th, 2026 on PlayStation 5, Xbox, and of course, PC via Steam. In a statement, executive director, scenario writer, producer Goichi Suda, aka Suda51, joked that the game was secretly supposed to release at the same time as Grand Theft Auto 6, but says that now Rockstar has delayed its game, there's no longer any need to hold back Grasshopper's game. The NetEase-owned Grasshopper has also announced that it will be self-publishing the game, marking a first in the studio's history. Andy, this seems like your shit.
I mean,
Space, crazy combat, we're watching it right now.
First off, a lot of people are probably going to come at you and go, Greg Miller, it's Suda51, not
we had this whole conversation
Suda51, and Bless is like, yeah, but people corrected me and told me it's Suda. I'm going to call him the 51st Suda.
Can I tell you, somebody in the chat explained it, and it was like, oh, that's so smart. And I'll give it to you again. You're gonna feel like quite the idiot when I say
Is this like the Octopath thing?
Goichi Suda. In Japanese, and correct me if I'm wrong, Go 5, Ichi 1.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
When we had this conversation yesterday, chat clued me in on that, and I was like,
damn,
that's good.
That's a good ass name.
Yeah,
that's a really cool thing.
In case you've missed it, Romeo's a Dead Man. Paint the screen red and travel the cosmos in this blood-stained action-adventure game. Witness the latest from Grasshopper manufacturer, the advent of ultra-violent science fiction.
Yeah, this one caught all of our eyes when it was first shown off. I think it's just got one of those striking art styles, and one reason why I never vibed with prior Suda51 titles was always kind of like visual identity, and I think they could the Travis games would look striking in some moments, and some other like iterations just kind of looked dated in a way, and I just wasn't always the biggest fan, but this game is doing a lot for me visually and just kind of like tonally.
100%.
I think it looks like it's just doing some weird stuff.
It looks super weird. It looks super cool. It looks like a modern Suda game, like of like basically the cheerleader. Michael Rosenbaum was the head. Juliet Scarlet. Lollipop Chainsaw. I can remember Juliet Scarlet was her fucking name. I can't remember.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Looks awesome. Looks awesome.
And great news. Like, hey, what did he say? Punk's not dead?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great news and a great time. February 11th. Like, I know everything is busy in video games all the time, but like you come out February, I feel like that's going to be a good one to turn some heads, get people actually playing it.
Yeah, get your eyes on this early before the onslaught of March.
We haven't talked about this either. Great job, Suda. Ben's so obsessed with Transformers now. So obsessed with Transformers. I bought him an Optimus Prime the other day. Won't stop. Just insane.
Let's get a Gundam in his hands.
Deal. Buy one. Be Christmas Andy. Come over with it, and I'll make the shrimp linguine, and you can watch whatever.
Tell you what.
Show him Akira.
I mean, you show him a video with Gundam flying through space, and then the rocket missile clusters doing the. Psh, it'll change his life.
He freaks out every time I wear the fucking your shirt. Where he's like, "Daddy, is that a Transformer?" I'm like, "This is a Gundam T.O. Andy made." He's like, "Oh,
that's your Armored Core," but. Oh, we should have him play Armored Core.
You're fucking stealing artwork for your shirts?
Get him into... Well, it's one I created.
Number 4 on the Roper Report, Splitgate is back. This is via Splitgate on Twitter. Introducing the evolution of Splitgate 2. No heroes, no abilities, no limits. Splitgate Arena Reloaded fuses the best of Splitgate 1 and 2, bringing back that classic arena shooter feel. Play for free on PC and console December 17th. You care? There was a moment where Splitgate 1 was huge. Well, it was huge, I should say.
It was huge.
Then everything went wrong for Splitgate 2.
it had its cycle.
Make shooters great again. That was this guy, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
And noticeably missing from the from this video. They have, I think, like their head gameplay designer kind of being the face of it.
Got it.
Whenever they eventually do cut to footage of the devs being like, "Hey, here's what we've listened to feedback." The thing is, the game is awesome, and it's just a different era. And there are so many different video games. I even talked about this with goddamn Concord. If Concord came out 10 years ago, we'd be on Concord 6 by now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's such a crowded market. I hope for the best. I hope that they could find somewhat of a sustainable like player base for people who love those arena shooters, maybe for people who see the read the tea leaves of Halo Infinite not doing any more updates and going, I want more arena shooter vibes.
Sure.
And I do think that dropping the hero stuff, while a neat evolution, isn't what people wanted out of the game, where it's like, hey, you're picking from different factions and they all have their own classes or whatever. Get back to what made the game really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Number 5 on the Roper Report, Samson, Tyndalston. Tyndalston. Do you know what that means?
You have to put your hand on my shoulder while doing that.
You're too
while
far
you're
away.
pronouncing
Tyndalston story. Unveiled with the trailer is Liquid Swords open world action game debut. This is Joelle Daniels at Gaming Bolt. Liquid Swords, the studio founded by former Avalanche Studios COO and co-founder Christopher Sundberg, has finally officially unveiled the open world title it has been working on, dubbed Samson, a Tyndalston story. The game was unveiled with a brand new trailer. According to the description of the title on Steam, Samson will feature the concept of debt as part of its core gameplay. Players will have access to a limited number of action points and can then have them spent on missions. Each in-game day also represents... Nope, I'm just making up words now.
It's okay.
Each in-game day also presents a new daily quota that players have to hit in order to get out of debt. Failing to hit the quota means that the interest spikes will cause the following day to be even worse. To help you out, Samson will have access to 2 main modes of combat described as brawling and weaponized driving. Brawling will have Samson make use of momentum terrain and improvised tools to take on enemies. While in high-speed chases, however, Samson will have the ability to use his impressive driving skills to turn his entire car into a deadly weapon. It's confirmed for PC through Steam and Epic. Doesn't have a console or release window yet. Sounds interesting. I didn't get a chance. I've seen glimpses of the trailers. I've glimpsed back up here. What do you think, Andy?
I mean, it looks like it could be one of those sort of vaporware. What's the game that came out earlier in the year that really, really failed?
Oh, Mind's Eye.
Mind's Eye. Yeah, like it's one of those where, okay, it presents well. It looks like it could be fun and has, it looks high production. But
yeah.
Until we get our hands on the sticks, that's when we'll really know. But I don't know what Tyndalston is. That just...
I thought you would have Googled while I was...
I mean, I did, and like all it's telling me is, it's the Samson returns to Tyndalston, a city shaped at I just don't... I assumed it was a reference of something else.
Yeah, Lovecraftian, right?
Yeah.
It strikes me as you're saying that. Yeah.
I thought it was maybe like a director or a producer or something.
Hold on,
but it's just a town of where Samson's from.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Pretty much. Set in the fictional city Tyndalston.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
So, are they creating a universe?
No.
Are there going to be other Tyndalston stories? Are we saying it right?
I doubt we're saying... Well, no, you are probably. I wouldn't say
Why do I have more questions about the name of the name?
That's the biggest thing about it, is trailer looks interesting enough. This is a bad name for a game.
It's
Samson,
awful.
a Tyndalston story.
It's
Call
awful.
it Samson : debt to die. I don't know, but something fun, more fun than where I'm going is this like a fucking Grimm's fairy tale? What am I talking about?
Now on the flip side, $25.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I mean,
maybe I read it and I just didn't process it.
Yeah,
that's good.
In an era of money being tight,
Yeah.
all the tariffs, affordability. That's a big...
That also tells me it's smaller, which
Nobody
again is the
cares.
thing I'm always talking about when you're talking about Avalanche Studios co-creator. Great, make a small game when you come out. Don't try to go on and make some giant game that can't hold up. All right, I'll keep my eye on Samson. Oh, I can't wait for the name change because you need to change the name. Number 6, speaking of names, Shogunate. is a samurai space opera action RPG in development for PC and consoles. This is Alessio Palumbo over at WCCFTech. Amidst the veritable sea of announcements, Samson, Hello Sunshine, Luna Abyss, Dawn of War 4, Crosswind/Wind Rose, to name a few, at the PC Gaming Show. Yesterday, there was a PC Gaming Show. Most Wanted 2025 Showcase. SOL, so I'm just going to call it Soul, Shogunate, clearly stood out among the most impressive. Small independent creator Chaos Manufacturing reimagines the sci-fi genre in samurai fashion. In this space opera action RPG, a powerful shogunate rules a colonized solar system. However, it's about to be challenged by protagonist Yuzuki, the broken heir of a once powerful samurai family that was massacred by a rival clan. With no choice left, Andy, by the way, great fucking reactions to Ghost of Yotei.
Dog.
Andy's got an Eclipse channel or Eclipse Instagram now, and I caught one the other day where you reacted to a big spoiler in the game. So funny. I shared it, and then I had Sucker Punch people DMing me about it. So great job.
Oh, what a game.
And now that we've mentioned it, we own your Clip channel. With no choice left but to become an outlaw Ronin, Yuzuki seeks to carve a bloody path of vengeance with a traditional Ronin arsenal reforged for the battlefields of the future. As the game unfolds, new abilities and skill combinations are unlocked, enabling evolving tactics against increasingly challenging foes. Soul Shogunate is still in early development, but we already know the game will be released on console and PCs. Andy, is this doing it for you?
No, because I've yet to see any like movement of combat. So far, a lot of the movement that I've seen doesn't see, like I was mentioning yesterday, the sign of a good game is like when the animations are like maybe
sure
when they feel good. All right, we're seeing walk cycles, and that's what a lot of early devs do. It's like, let's just show environments with walk cycles.
My immediate question, I've been reading, I haven't been looking up. Everything I read, fuck yeah. What I'm looking at?
No.
Fuck yeah.
I disagree.
But my question here is like, this is action RPG in the way we would call Assassin's Creed action RPG, or are we doing like an action RPG that's an action game that I'm not going to want to play?
I think that people are just tired of saying the word Souls-like because that either turns people off or that annoys people.
I don't want a Souls-like.
Yeah, this definitely looks very, very early in development.
Oh, for sure.
And it could be awesome, but I don't. It could also just be one of those that comes out and is a lost soul aside.
Yeah.
Soul, S-O-L.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn. How about that?
We will keep our eyes looking at Soul, which means sun. But the sun is big news. I wanted small news. Where go, me?
You go to our last story, the We News channel, where we cover all the small news items you need to know about.
Let's start off with gratitude, all right? First off, Andy Cortez, I want to thank you for teaching me how to do my hair. Where you taught me to put the stuff in and then bring it up to give me the lift.
Get that zhuzh.
Look at that zhuzh I got right there. Should have zhuzhed it before I went live, but no big deal. Barbara Dunkelman, shout out for having
hair
products. I'm using your hair products. I'm loving them. Don't worry about that. Can never remember the name of it. Doesn't matter. Kevin, shout out to you.
No worries.
Thank you. Shout out to you, Kevin. I like tally lights. I was thinking about this when I was doing my intro. How nice it is having the tally lights. We've had them forever. This isn't a new thing, but I don't think I've ever called out how nice it is to have the lights on the top of the camera to know where to look.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Kevin, you run a good studio. Number 7, Wii News. Karen launches January 29th, 2026 on PS5 and PC. This is one of the climbing games. Mio Memories in Orbit launches January 20th on Xbox Series, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC.
That's a cool looking game. Mio, yeah. That debuted on a Nintendo Direct at one point.
Can I see a trailer for Mio? I don't remember this. Mio Memories
in Orbit.
More importantly, I'm doing something here where I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass something here for all video games. As you know, everyone writing about video games now, talking about video games, is influenced by me. I hear everywhere I go, I've been watching you since I was in junior high. Everybody. I do this, you know what I mean? Jordan Midler wouldn't know his fucking left foot from his right foot if it wasn't for me. We're done saying Xbox Series. We are going to say Xbox. It comes to Xbox. No one's going to be confused. No, it's coming to the original Xbox? It's coming to Xbox One? We're only talking about the X and S. We understand.
Yeah.
Done. I'm done with it. I don't know. I don't like this. You shouldn't have shown me this. There was no reason for Greg Miller to look at this, okay?
How dare you?
You wasted my time and my energy. Carmageddon Rogue Shift launches in early 2026.
I don't like this.
Digimon Time Stranger DLC Alternate Dimension launches December 8th.
Yeah, you talked about this one. People love that Digimon.
What the fuck, Digimon? Like, I know everyone wants me to play Digimon. Ignacio Rojas told me about it. I bought it. Or I got a code or whatever. I have it, though. Like, don't launch your DLC the same time as fucking Pokemon's DLC. Can we somehow differentiate?
It kind of seems like a Sega doing something the day that Mario's doing something, you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Don't worry,
We're here
look
too.
at us, yeah.
You're already putting money
I'm
down
gonna do
buy
a
our shit
kickflip
too.
on him or whatever.
I fucking hate kickflips from Mario and Sonic. Sable creative director
But if I wanted
Gregorios Kithros forms a new studio Eto. I butchered it all. I'm sorry. ID at Xbox Indie Selects Demo Fest is set for December 9th, and there's a Monster Hunter showcase set for December 8th at 2 p.m. Pacific. Huh.
I didn't read this article, but I just saw the title quote of the director saying, really hope that you return to the game. And it made me feel profound sadness.
We got to come back. I want to come back.
Is it going to be in contender free?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's on my top 10 for sure.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Are you sure? Because that's something you say near the beginning of the year, and then the next thing you know, you have 17 things that you're like, oh, that'll definitely make my top 10.
No.
And as you're making this, you're like, shit, that's not making my top 10.
No, it's making my top 10. Don't worry about that.
You don't worry about it.
Don't you worry about it. I'd like to know, they're teasing it. Oh no, it's just, do we have a write-up anywhere about the showcase?
Digimon, monsters, Digimon are the champions.
I'm going to click on Gamatsu, where I'm sure Sal Romano will have something here. We'll feature latest information, deep dive, free update ahead of its launch on December 16th. It's a very busy week, but I'd like to react to that. And that's it for Wii News. We turn our eyes to the one, the only, the youtube.com/kindafunnygames super chats, where so many of you have gone. We're going to go fast, okay? Only special features super chats and says, rest in peace, Carrie Hiroyuki. Hiroyuki Tagawawa.
Yeah.
There you go. Nailed it.
Song.
Yep. Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat. And of course, Johnny Tsunami. He is forever iconic. Our souls are his.
Hey, Pono. God damn, dude. Johnny Tsunami is so formative for me. Be Hawaiian.
Resolute says, curious what this purchase means for AEW. Their TV and streaming deals with Warner, while WWE's with Netflix. We'll have to keep them separate. Nobody cares, and everybody loves money.
Church and state, yeah.
Bode writes in and says, hijacking Super Chats early to put a spotlight on a new indie game that was just announced, Garden Gnome Beatmaker. Barrett, Bless, and Andy, I'm looking at you. If you could find, can you go find me the trailer for Garden Gnome Beatmaker?
Those
send
words
that.
Don't really feel like
Send it to Kevin. Mr. Nice Guy Rye says, expressing gratitude for the punch and pie. Hooray. I'm mailing it to you. Don't worry.
I spelled gnome.
Have you seen it yet, or are you going to come out to watch it with us? Okay, cool. Also, what's this sweatshirt you're wearing? Barrett's got a nice sweatshirt.
Spanish love songs sweatshirt.
Very cool.
Great punk emo band.
Great. You were eating some chocolate before that, or is that the coffee too? You smell good.
Coffee.
Yeah. Wow. Damn. Barrett's got it going on today. You know what I mean? No wonder he's married. Not Calvin Perez says, invest in physical media. Who knows how this will play out? Like the Xbox Activision deal, these companies say anything for deals to go through. True. This is the Gnome Beatmaker. Okay.
Can I get audio?
Yeah, do we need audio to understand what the fuck's happening?
Okay, so it's like a roguelite. You're getting instruments.
Oh.
Increases your move set, but it's also like Vampire Survivor-like. You get 3 options, roguelite style. I think the art style's cute, but I don't know. I don't like the wiggling. And at the end of it, is your trail like making your song? Like the trail that you went, is that like dictating what your song is? If not, game design idea for you.
And like the instruments that you're adding, just like that add to the track, you know? Like that'd be like a fun one. Yeah.
I'm adding it to my wish list.
I like the sticker style. It seemed like there's a good variety of characters to choose from. I'm pretty sure there was just a hot dog at one point.
Gnome Survivor Cross
Why don't
musical
people buy
roguelite.
hot dogs anymore?
I'm fucking broke. Compose your killer track, hit play, and watch the frogs burn. Buy samples and trinkets from the shop and repeat. Okay, well, I wishlisted it. We'll keep our eyes.
How about that?
Barista Brand says Claudio Sanchez is a rock god, and the ones who know that no ball. Nine Sife says, Andy, have you seen Relic the First Guardian? New Souls like that looks promising. He's looking for it right now. 123 Cole Kid says early birthday tax. Happy birthday. Turning 31 tomorrow and celebrating by running 31 miles. Love you all.
Holy shit.
Congratulations.
That's too. You could cut it down. Do 20. You have my permission.
Goldfish Boy 1337 says, I had the weirdest dream last night. I dreamt that Prime 4 came out yesterday and that I played it. Crazy, right? It is. It is. You're not dreaming. The rest of the world is a nightmare, but that's a good spot. Snug says, don't pay attention to sports, but live in Michigan, close to Detroit. Suck it, Andy. Go Lions.
Oh.
That was uncalled for.
Yeah.
Jararu says, early birthday tax on behalf of my little brother and daughter, who both have birthdays coming up. Happy birthday to your little brother and daughter. Love you, Kyle and Penelope. Oh, Penelope. If we were ever going to have a girl, that was the name we wanted.
I like that.
Love to the Kind of Funny crew, too. Love to you. Happy birthday to your family. Krabby Patty says happy birthday tax to birthday tax. Happy birthday to my son who turns 4 on Sunday. Happy birthday to your son indeed, Krabby Patty. Get ready for that Monster Hunter update. The Silver Faux Hawk says, holy shit, Greg. Thanks for that Gregway yesterday. I'm a kind of funny BF/psychiatrist, and people need to hear that medical treatment can be traumatizing and have intense flashbacks is common. And having intense flashbacks is common and intensely distressing. Good on you. I had a Gregway yesterday about a panic attack induced by cancer PTSD. So go listen to that if you need an uplifting one. Dexter says, biggest breakout story, Andy hasn't played Batman. Ramsey R says, loving the Christmas sweaters and hope you all have a good day. Andy's is a Christmas sweater. Mine's just a sweater you can wear at any time, and it doesn't have to be bedtime.
I don't like this Relic First Guardian. I think it looks fine. Like,
okay, that's fine. That's fine. Fine.
I wish Andy would play Night Rain with me. Is a super chat from some Mike. Then he says, "Happy birthday, Roger." Well, a phone call was sent out to.
You hate to see it.
Some Mike last night.
You hate to see it. But Mike was too busy. Nando Tarishi 392 super chat says, Greg, have you tried Sectori on PS5? It's awesome. I haven't. I have a code on my ROG Ally and Steam and all that jazz. I know Bless is playing it, enjoying it, and I saw Mike put up a thing last night that he was playing it.
Right.
Like, there goes the rest of my night. Man, you guys are super chatting today. Mike Like Music says, have a fun Gamescast idea. Kind of Funny Games compares their personal Steam, Xbox, PSN, Nintendo 2025 Wrapped, the year in review, to see the team's most played platforms, games. Yeah, we always try to do that, but it gets so tough with Game of the Year, this, that, the other. It becomes Games Daily conversations and so on and so forth, but don't count it out, but we'll see.
Is it really Roger's birthday?
No, it's not. Lucid Dream says, first Octopath and now Suda 5-1. Come on, Andy. Oh, your realization of what Octopath meant and your realization of what Suda 5-1 means. Got it.
That's a really cool thing. I like that.
Yeah.
The miles per hour.
Yep.
Another one.
Snaggletooth Production says, longtime Kind of Funny best friend, almost a member for a year now on YouTube. My Ghostbusters horror film has been greenlit and fully budgeted. That's fucking awesome. Keep us posted on that. I want to know about that. And then, Mike came in and said, I wish Andy would play Night Rain with me. Well.
And then he replied in the chat, he did call me Sound Society, though.
We go to kindoffunny.com/you're wrong to find out what we messed up. Nolan writes in and says, Andy wanted to share this from yesterday's Gamescast. When the Spellbreak team disbanded in 2022, Blizzard took in Spellbreak dev team, and they are working on World of Warcraft right now. There was a similar Battle Royale limited time mode in WoW that was similar to Spellbreak, though some aspects weren't exactly the same.
It's just the core of Spellbreak, the movement, all the spells, all of it is just so cool. Like they have more than the bones. They don't have just the bones for making something else. They've got the bones and some tendons and muscle fibers.
Yeah.
Let's take all of that. Give it to me. And then if you're in the chat and you have a lot of money, give it to me. And then I will disperse.
Why don't you just go to Blizzard and work with them and make it?
Well, because Blizzard's not doing it. They took
They just don't know that they have the talent. Call Blizzard.
Fuck. I gotta get back into Overwatch soon. Overwatch came out with there's a new muscle mommy on the prowl. She has a big sword. Just swinging that sword around. Let me get back in Overwatch because the Dallas Fuel are back. Burn blue.
Burn blue.
Who are you calling?
Blizzard.
What do you mean? Oh, thank you. $2 super chat. It says for Andy Spellbreak sequel. Thank you.
Thank you for calling the Blizzard Gear support team. If your inquiry is related to game issues, in-game purchases, or any type of game-related problem, please press 1. For inquiries related to games, gaming account, or anything game-related, please visit battle.net.
God damn it. It's all AI now, you know? Let me talk to a human being. Fuck. I thought we were going somewhere with that.
I felt the momentum.
And then another, not you're wrong, but a little upgrade here. Breaking. Zany Loop says the Game Awards official X account replies to Jeff's statue picture. They replied and it's redacted. The blank are silent. Blank bleeds. New blank stir. All right. Well, you know.
Echoes stir. New something. I mean, look. Okay, here's the thing. I hate this fucking statue. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people talking about it.
Yeah, of course.
However,
he's brave enough to say it, Barrett.
Thank you. However, I'm not gonna act like I didn't get a little tingly down low when Jason Schreier said, "It's good. It's a good one."
Oh, he did say that. I missed that.
Unless I got
you're probably right.
Unless I got internet faked out. But him saying like, "I know what this is. I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's a good one."
Okay.
Pretty sure that's what it was. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe this is a blue sky. That's BS, Tim. Or opposite. BS, that's blue sky.
And everybody, that's another episode of Kinda Funny Games Daily in the Bank. Remember, each and every weekday, we run you through the nerdy video game news you need to know about live on youtube.com/kindafunnygames, twitch.tv/kindafunnygames, podcast services around the globe. If you like that, pick up a membership, Patreon, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, get everything ad-free, support us, get good karma, get your daily dose of me. Of course, we're all about live talk shows, which means we are not nearly done for the day. We're going to roll into that Gamescast and review the Switch 2 after 6 months. After that, we're going to roll into Kinda Funny Game Showdown, where I am just running away with this thing. Right behind me, Team Purple, come on, come on. And of course, Tim Geddes in the fucking gutter. Dead almost. Bloated.
You all took him out so bad.
Oh my god! And everybody agreed it was the right move and that it made for good content.
Nobody had an issue with it.
After that, there'll be a video game stream where Tim Geddes, the bloated dead body, and the virile Blessing Adeoye Jr. will try to kill Eminem in Hitman. We got tons of stuff to do. We love hanging out with you. Have a great weekend. But until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.